work.
What are you repairing this time, dude?
I'm still repairing. I'm still repairing that fucking Mini Cooper.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm still fixing that piece of shit. I keep thinking like, oh, okay, this is done. This is done. No.
All right, all right. Where the fuck is? Okay. So
Damn, Idris gonna just fucking eat.
What?
watch, watch out, watch out.
Okay, now that should be everything done with the engine. What do I have left? Brake pads. Okay, that's it. All I've got is and fill it with oil. Brake pads and oil. That's all, and then I'm fucking done.
Oh, that I completely forgot about the bone system.
I was gonna say is funny enough, when me and Skittles went to the comic book store the other day, we actually found the Fallout book itself, and I was like, oh, this would be a pretty cool, nice gift to get him.
No, because like the thing is that like um I haven't touched New Vegas in so long because I actually did burn myself out of playing it. I got so tired of playing what's it called Dead Money that I never got around to fully finishing it.
Dead money's really not that fucking hard to
I
get,
know,
man.
but like I was doing everything else before I was finishing the DLCs, and I still haven't done the Lonesome Road. Uh
Yeah,
and the thing is that I've been holding back on playing games for so long because I just want to replace this PC as soon as possible.
I get you. Actually, wait, you watched me do Dead Money in one go.
I didn't mean that I got to play it for myself.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, you know how quick it can be done.
I
You
know,
watch.
but I played like a huge chunk of the game already, like uh, before I was playing Dead Money. So like I got burnt out of that.
I
Like I
guess I can let. I guess I can. Yeah,
like I
let
I
that
got
slide.
super invested in like everything else, and then when it came to Dead Money, I just got really tired. Like I had a lot of fun doing the Thorn quests. I invested a huge amount of time when it came to Old World Blues, and I was really happy to like, do the last two DLC. And then I fucking just stopped playing cuz I like I sucked all the fun out of it because I kept going back to it over and over again.
Yeah, that can happen. I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a reason why I'm playing Mechanic Simulator right now instead of New Vegas, so I hear you.
Dude, I bought Minecraft like earlier this week only to find out that it won't run on my PC because my stuff is very outdated.
What the fuck are you running? A fucking Gateway 323?
I'm on Windows 7, sir.
Oh, you're
Oh
not
my
that
god.
far behind.
I really want to switch out this PC like really badly. Either I buy a pre-build from Best Buy or I like give money to my cousin so he builds me a PC.
Hey,
But
Best Buy doesn't have shitty pre-builds.
I know, but like
They're not.
right now, I just want like a really affordable one that doesn't like because the thing is that Monkey and Hive recommended me their pre-build, but it would take like a month to like build it and then send it over to my house,
Fair.
and
I mean,
I'm not
I
going to
have
do
the.
that.
I mean, I went through this where Monkey and Hive got their pre-builds. That's where I got mine. But I modded mine. I emailed them and everything. Going like, hey, look, I need you to put this. I need you to do this and this. I picked the parts and everything, and they just put everything in for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to find like a decent pre-build, and most of them are like 1500.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say, maybe after stream, I can, if you give me your budget, I can probably see what I can find out there.
yeah, it's just that like the thing is that my cousin was offering to build it for 700, and both the pre-builds that was recommended to me by someone named Two Dust, who does a lot of like really cool stuff in FL Studio. He's really cool, but basically he showed me like a few pre-builds off Best Buy that are also like 1500. The only thing is that like I don't know anything about PCs, so I just want something that runs all my games and so that it stores all my projects.
Yeah. Anything from Best Buy should work. Well, so what you need to focus on is because what kind of projects? 3D modeling.
Um it's hard to explain because I want to like dip my foot into a lot of things right now. Like I do a lot of music, so I want to be able to store all my music projects in there. I'm
Sweet.
considering like working in audio, so like a lot of audio junk too. Uh, there's all my Steam games, Minecraft, but I assume it will be powerful enough to run any of those.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to try out FL or not FL Studio, SFM.
All right. I was gonna say is oh my god, actually hold on, SFM. Why is that so familiar? I think my brother tried that out.
It's the animation studio that people in the TF2 community use, or like anyone who's really into like Valve games.
Oh,
Oh,
source
okay.
filmmaker. So SMF. Yeah, he's talking about source
S
filmmaker.
Yeah, SFM.
Yeah, you said FMF, and we
No,
were
Did you?
confused.
What?
That's
I said
I heard.
SFM.
No, I heard FMF for some reason, so I was like very confused. I was like, I don't know.
No, but I'm talking about SFM. I wanted to get into animation, and I was also planning on like at some point seeing if I can find like someone who does models to like make a model for me, because I also want to edit videos. But the problem is that I'd have to learn how to fucking animate, and I'd also need to save money because buying 3D models is very expensive, or custom 3D models is very expensive.
Yes,
All right. Let's see.
as
So
someone who used to be a 3D modeler, yes, that is 100% the case.
Maniacal. I think there's also other things that show the signs of your 3D modeling. Would you care to show us the forehead marks from your headaches?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the forehead marks from me slamming my head against the desk.
Oh my god. Yeah. I'm glad you're happier in your new field.
Like, yeah, real. Yeah, once I realized what the fuck.
Here. Um, we're gonna go, we are well past the 5 minute mark. That is a little bit on me, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, everyone. And welcome everyone back to another Sundays at the Lich Lounge. We're here this week. My co-host is feeling much better and ready to talk about our next topic. But as usual, we're gonna go ahead and do the introduction, starting with him and then going down the VC. Go ahead, partner.
Hey guys, it's nice to be back. Not full of phlegm, able to come and have a good conversation with you guys.
And
You know who it is.
oh yeah, Eli, are you there?
Yes, I do believe am. I couldn't think of a clever word. Yes.
Go for it.
Hello, I am Eli. I am a part of the group on the worst day, but best group. So, uh, Monday group. So yeah.
I'm Young Dogu, aka Dean. I play Mighty Fish on Thursday Group.
And lastly, oh, duh, that's right. I forget Mike doesn't work. And of course Skittles, who you'd all know as Tiz from our Saturday group. But today's topic is going to be about toxicity in gaming. We're looking at gaming as far as like tabletops as well as video games, though. in general, I think this is a pretty good way to just kind of understand that what we refer to as toxicity in gaming is those who, through their actions, words, deeds, in-game decision making, are essentially ruining other people's funds or stepping on other people's toes and just making the overall experience just absolutely dog shit. And on top of this, maybe even preventing those from getting into the experience, as gatekeeping is also another example of toxicity in the community. But I mean, I would gladly share my story after if anyone else wants to chime on in with any stories of toxicity that they have felt in gaming.
Sure, I have one. Uh, so, does anyone else want to start before me, or
No, go for it.
Yeah, you're
all
all
right?
good, man.
So, I have played. So, for my good old gaming record, I have played at DS, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and a little bit of Switch. Um, but I mainly play on Xbox. When I was younger, during like the good old days where the memes of Call of Duty back then, where everyone said a lot of gamer words. Um,
A lot of
that's
gamer
when I was
words
A
were
lot
said.
of gamer words.
Were
yeah, a
said.
lot of words that I will not say on stream because I don't want Xeno to get guideline striked. Um, but just a lot of words were said. But I remember very, very fondly, in one of the Call of Duty matches that I was in, um, I think it was Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Um, I was just, playing a good old game. Back then I was not original, so I only ran shotguns. And I wasn't necessarily the best at my game, and not many people either, because it was one of those low ranked lobbies. But we were kind of, losing the game because, we're not good. And one guy on the mic decided to say a lot of slurs to a lot of us that weren't doing too good. They never really picked on me specifically, just the mass majority of, the team. But he did kind of hound on one of them who was a bad sniper. Um, and this went on for the whole match, as well as it got so bad, even the other team on the other side started to hound on people as well. So that's one of my experiences. I don't like playing online anymore. Or I like playing online, I just don't talk at all. And I mute anybody that I'm with, that is a random. So that was my experience.
Yeesh. I always feel like in first-person shooters, a lot of snipers usually get it pretty bad. If it's not the snipers, it's always like any medics or heal or anyone who has the capability of doing healing.
Yeah.
I think on that note, I think it's mostly because well, technically speaking, sniper is a very like skilled thing to do. You don't necessarily have to be like the most elite player, but obviously you have to do a lot to be a good sniper. And so people in games like that usually complain at people who like don't pull their own weight for the team.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to go ahead and give their toxic story?
Yeah. Um so a bit of context. In high school, I was a part of like a club that was made mostly to play like tabletop and card games. But one of my friends that I made there would regularly bring his Wii U and we would play Smash on a constant basis. It's how I fell in love with Smash and also like all fighting games ever because unlike most people who play Smash, I decided to go out of my way to go try actual fighting games afterwards.
Oh,
Um, so the thing is that like playing Smash isn't really like bad per se. I don't think there's anything wrong with playing it, but there were like two reasons why I don't like play it as much as I used to. Um, I kept up with like the competitive scene like very, very intently, and it was around the time where like some of the best players were like well, actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to even say their names because of like all the stuff that goes on in Smash. But essentially, I was like really into the Smash 4 scene, and a lot of my experience playing Smash was mostly Smash 4 and sometimes Melee. But the thing that I noticed a lot was that like for a game that wasn't meant to be taken as seriously, like Smash, I believe is just inherently supposed to be a fun game. Like it's something anyone can pick up and enjoy.
Hmm.
Some people get incredibly salty, and that never that always rubbed me the wrong way. Like I get that if you take a game seriously, you'll be upset if you don't perform well or if you're in the middle of a losing streak. I get that. But if it's to the point where like people start like smashing controllers or getting like very frustrated, I don't think you should be playing right now. I think you should take a break and not like cool down cuz
Hmm.
I've had many moments like that where like people have actually like thrown controllers and have been very openly upset. And it's always like thrown me off because at the same time, at in that period of time, I actually wanted to get into like competitive Smash because I knew a lot of people who went to locals, but I never did because pushing myself to learn how to play a game optimally ended up sucking the fun out of like playing the game in the first place, and I enjoyed it less and less because I tried to be more optimal. And that's not a isolated incident. Like there are dozens of compilations of just people in locals and big tourneys just getting very mad at Smash. And I've grown a lot since then. I don't take games too seriously, and even though I have a competitive nature, I don't like take games personally like that. But when it comes to Smash, I've seen like way too many people get very angry very easily.
Actually, I can give you a story about like how I completely understand where you're coming from with Smash. When one of my friends whipped his connector out of the GameCube and smacked my friend with it. Like I'm not saying like he got so angry he pulled the controller and it whipped the junction out and he accidentally hit it. He fucking Van Helsing ripped that thing out and slapped it across his face.
Oh my god.
And all I remember was all I remember was going, "Hey man, that's not cool."
Oh.
I could just like when you say it like that, I just kind of hope that you said it like as gently as you said it right now.
I think I might have said, I was thinking more of it like, "Hey man, that's not cool."
Yo, bro, it's not that serious.
Because the thing was is that like I wasn't like free of like being upset at games. Like I do get upset when like I like
Well,
am in a
no,
really bad losing streak. But the problem is that like we're
that
talking people who
yeah, we're
get
talking about people that you know go beyond upset and then feel the need to take it out on others.
yeah.
Like I'm not having a good time, so why the fuck are you having a good time? Which, as me being a cynical person as I am, that usually just fuels me to be more of a prick, especially like when I'm playing games online. To go back to what Eli's, I don't get upset. I just start laughing, and that just makes it worse because it's just egging the person on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
also it's also kind of funny because from a competitive aspect, some people actually like mostly play the game to either talk shit or to, as most people in fighting games say, like style, which is when
yeah,
like you just absolutely destroy somebody in a very dramatic way just to basically fuck them up in the harshest way possible. And I've seen people just absolutely give up on playing a game just because they got styled very hard on in the middle of a match.
yeah. Yeah, I just have a hard time taking anyone who plays anything competitively seriously for the fact that some people will be so mad and so upset, and I can't help but go, dude. do you have a match next week? Or is you sponsored by Logitech or something? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you do not need to be this intense. And even professionals are not this intense. You need to calm the fuck down. You are not a competitive player. You are just an asshole with a complex and feel that you feel better when you're schooling a bunch of 13-year-olds. And then that's usually me being toxic.
Mm.
It's a perpetual cycle that will never go away, and unless like people actually take a second to realize at the end of the day it's just a game. Like
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
you are not making money on this. You are not like there is no one out in the world when you write on your job resume, I could do 3 consecutive 360 no scopes in a row in Call of Duty Black Ops. No one's like, oh shit, fuck, you got the job.
like
Yeah.
I like to imagine like actual sports people don't actually get upset at that. Like, okay, obviously you want your team to win and you want people to succeed, but at the end of the day, like a sport's a craft, and people being competitive shouldn't be like too far off. It's just it breeds an environment that is never really healthy when it isn't checked.
I mean, here, hold on, as a side note. So, yes, that is definitely a thing. Have you seen like how crazy some fights can get at some games? At least like when it comes down to like neighborhood stuff, and then you have the drunk dad. But like you know, there's games where some teams like get really fucking mad at each other because of some like vendetta that they have against each other.
European people with their soccer teams.
Oh,
Yeah, I called
Um,
out all of Europe. Get fucked, losers.
Not to mention the dozens of times that like people had fist fight over Street Fighter matches.
exactly.
Listen, that shit's a different breed of energy. You don't understand.
Well, here, actually, Han Hive, you got a toxic
Instead of
story.
watching a whole ass fucking tournament, my heart is pounding.
Go on, Hive. Tell us tell us a toxic moment you've had in gaming. One of your biggest ones.
So of course it's League of Legends.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
It was when, man, people in League are a different breed of like
Shit.
when they talk over like the team chat. When you, I understand why people like mute all chat sometimes, but I love that shit. Like,
It's because you like to go fucking into the shit and go.
I don't know. I don't even know if I can say this on the stream. It's that bad. Like,
Try to avoid gamer words.
so basically, this person on the enemy team, um, they were losing heavily, and there's back and forth, and they said something about one of the other players' grandmothers and what they were going to do to them. It involved a word that starts with R.
Oh no.
Um,
Okay.
mind you, they I don't even know if I want to talk to it. It's kind of fucked up
It sounds fucked up.
because they knew that that person's grandma was dead.
Oh,
Oh my
if there's anything first off,
That
side
person
note,
did not get chat banned, by the way.
he did not get championed.
Did not get chat
Oh, here's another so side note for anyone out there. Uh, every, everyone, all of your guys' lives matter, and if you ever need the help, then there are plenty of resources that are available to help for people to talk to when you're in this type of situation. But I had a friend of mine. He was like, "Oh hey, look at my girl's roommate wants to play with us." So it was me, him, his girlfriend, his girlfriend's roommate, and like a third friend of ours. The people who were like against us were like just shit talking her so badly that she eventually just like AFK'd, and like we're like, "Oh, what happened?" My friend's girl stops playing. She's like, she went to go and self harm, and essentially like was on the verge of committing. And it was like, oh yeah, some people can't. Well, mentally they shouldn't do certain games because of like the way the community can be, as well as in general. Some games can be very hard. Some games can be very heavy topics, but it was really scary to see like people don't realize how much their words hurt others, and like to the point where it can take someone to that point.
No, they know exactly how much don't
What-
fucking defend anyone because
what was the
everyone knows
trash
how much
talk like?
words hurt.
It was one of those things where like the talk didn't matter to us at that point because we were more focused on helping her.
Yeah. So
Because
for
trash talk
anyone,
will always be part of a game, but I don't think that person should be playing those types of games if they're gonna
Oh yeah,
You
that was
know,
their first time playing it.
mentally like, yeah.
no,
Let's just keep fair.
yeah, because I know everyone should know how much words fucking hurt now because how soft the rest of the fucking world's gotten to where they have drilled it and beat it into the world's head. Words hurt. So now it's like, I didn't know saying that would. No, you fucking did. Shut the fuck up. You don't live in this day and age and not know how your fucking words work.
Yeah, essentially.
Wait. Okay, I'm sorry to like pivot this part of the conversation, but Brett brought up the fact that famous melee player Hungrybox did get a crab thrown at him at a tourney.
Yeah, it's
A
kind of
crab?
funny. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
The
crap thrown him.
context is that
He cheated on his wife.
won. Shut up. Okay, long story short,
gonna-
he won a tourney, and the thing is that like he's been on like a really good like winning streak, especially because he's one of the best players
Yeah,
in
he's super
melee.
good.
The problem is that people don't like the fact that he wins. And one time, when he won a tourney, someone threw a crab at him after his set, and that really upset him. And it really sucked because I don't think they found the guy who threw the crab.
First of all, where the fuck did they get the crab?
I
It-
don't know.
It just
How
like you
did
have
they
a.
bring it into the fucking like?
It's like you have security. What's that snipping sound? Scissors. I guess we'll let him in. He needs those for crafts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that Smash player should have just been like, he should not have handled it like upsettedly. Because I wouldn't. I would have just been like, "Yo, I don't know." I would have went on YouTube and like, "Yo, to Crabman, I don't know who you are. I don't know why you did it. I don't even know where you got the crab. There was no set.
Wow.
There,
Hold
there
on,
was
hold
no
on, hold on. Good sir,
Hold
your
on,
your mic is
hold
doing that
on.
thing again. Where it's
piece
like,
of shit.
yeah, we need to get you a new mic, man.
But the thing is that like what was worse is that if you ever like look into like the history of how Hungrybox like got to where he was, you kind of feel bad for him because the issue with like trying to aim for the top is that it's a very lonely place.
Yeah. As a side note, I love what Skittle said. See, they were just trying to provide them emotional support, Crab.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hold on, babe. Yeah, there's a lot of static going on your end. Here. There,
Is it fixed?
definitely better than before.
Goddamn, Razor, you piece of shit.
Nani?
$100 microphone. Get your fucking shit together, you keyboard making motherfuckers.
Oh God.
Hold on, babe. Hold on, let me be right there for a bit. Hold on, guys. Keep going with the stories. I'll be right back.
Anyways, what are we talking about?
Emotional support crab.
Right. I was saying like how I would be very impressed. I would have been like, yo, I don't know who you are, Crab Man, but I'm impressed. We weren't even near the ocean. We weren't even near a seafood place. Like,
I can't even remember where that tourney took place in.
but there was some motivation to hit that man with a crab.
No, like people are very motivated to like just devalue all their best players in any fighting game, really. Well, more Smash than anything, but that's just because Smash hates other people who play Smash. Or Smash players hate other people who play Smash.
And the sad thing is, if you meet a Smash player, they're always going like, "Hey, you want to play Smash? I'm really looking for someone to play Smash." And then the second you play Smash with them, like, "Dude, you got roasted." I had that happen, and I looked this guy dead in the eye,
Okay,
said to him dead face, and said, "You know how you are constantly wondering why you can't find anyone to play Smash?"
dude.
Oh,
Okay, funny enough, like I have a cousin who like his workplace has a TV that they can play games on, and he mains Corrin, but he mostly just uses like, very unga bunga tactics where he mostly just used the same move over and over again, which I won't like, put against him because it's Smash. You're allowed to play however you want. But he had someone at work who constantly complained about the fact that he played the way that he did, and he just decided to not play Smash at work because he didn't want to deal with annoying ass people bugging him by taking all the fun out of a game.
Jeez. So I am back. Side note: Skittles is gonna type out the what she's gonna say. She's gonna be here to listen to like live with us as well as message it in chat. But I was gonna say is that if there's any toxic story that I have, so this is more of a D&D thing, right?
Mhm.
So this is a story that for some of you already have heard this story. Some of you are in fact, this story is infamous in the server. But essentially there's an incident where the term "it's what my character would do" came out.
Fuck. Damn, that hit me like in the deepest part of my body when I heard
Yeah.
that. I already
So
know
here,
it's about that.
blurbing out names just to not like specifically have anyone attack, so the people who know the story already know what's going on. But in simple and short, me and a friend were playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we were playing in an ongoing game where how'd it before? It was just kind of like nothing. No, it was a pretty crazy quest. One of those like, oh, you got to go gather the items to save the world type of thing. There's like multiple MacGuffins. Think like Infinity Stones, but like on a lower fantasy level. And so as we're going around and doing some quests, trying to get some money and some to get our stuff going, we find a quest to go and deal with a creature that has been essentially messing with the locals. Turns out the creature was a manticore, if I'm correct. And it was either a manticore or a chimera, but regardless, we go and find out that this creature was a parent, and it had two smaller babies. So my friend, being the general animal lover and like creature lover that they are, after we dealt with the vicious one, they aimed to adopt it. The player in question, who essentially started this toxicity, was explaining how like, oh, those creatures are always going to be evil and they never will be good. And I'm explaining how like, not everything is born not in character, not everything is born evil. It's better for things to be born good and try to fight back the urges to succumb to evil. We eventually get those creatures to come with us, and as a meteor falls down during the middle of the night when everyone's sleeping, me and my friend go to check it out and find some really cool stuff. It looks like a unique type of ore that could be turned into something really cool. And so when we come back, the DM tells us that so there's a note along with the dead creatures, and the note was from the player in question, who had explained that they were taking one of the MacGuffins with them, as well as the fact that they had killed the two creatures. And it was just this entire thing where me and my friend were like wondering like, what the fuck. They themselves were in like shock and awe and like completely stunned. And I think just the absolute worst part of it was the fact that after this, they gave us the whole, don't worry guys, the next character is going to be a friendly druid who loves all creatures. It's what my character would do.
Oh no.
I've never wanted to stab someone with a D20 before,
Yes.
and it's not possible.
And so
But I'm
this
gonna find a way.
immediately after that, my friend just like, no, and this is very serious to hear them say this, but it was just like, no, fuck you, drops out. It's like, oh, I was like talking with them. I was like, dude, that was like really fucked up, and everyone was trying to like justify like not justify their actions, but justify like, look, your character had like this type of backstory. Why would your character not want to sympathize with creatures like this? And it's just like, I don't know. This is what my character would do. And so, needless to say, that as a person, I don't
had
play.
logic thrown in his face, and he did not know how to deal with it.
Oh,
Stab someone in real life.
they still
That's
don't.
what my character would do.
Yeah.
As far as I understand, because I'm in multiple servers with this person, they still don't understand the wrongs of their actions.
Oh God.
So, needless to say, this is someone who I don't participate in games with anymore. Just and you guys know the way it is. Like I try to run a server, I try to run these games, and as soon as I had that type of action, it's like yeah, I'm not like gonna accept applications from that person just because A, it was a good friend of mine, and B, that is not what I look for in my games.
Damn, you run a
Yep.
server? Why haven't you invited me? That's
Oh
crazy.
my god! You know what, Hive? You're banned from the server. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
But so at least that's one of my biggest toxics, and it's pretty common, at least as far as the D&D community, to hear the term "it's what my character would do." That it's that word, that term is pretty taboo. However, though, in light of it, I do think it actually has some good cases where it's what my character would be is really cool if it is not taking away from other players' enjoyment of the game, especially in a cooperative storytelling game like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had like a bad like done like tabletop interaction before. At least not that I can remember.
All right, guys, hold on. I have to write up the script for next Tuesday. I gotta find a way to make it super
Oh.
toxic for the Hive now.
Oh
I
God.
think
No.
maybe I think there is this one time where like this person just had like main character syndrome and wouldn't let anybody do anything else, and they eventually got like kicked out.
Oh,
I don't know.
I forget what is the main character syndrome.
oh, here we go.
Or you act
Oh,
like you're the only important character.
here we go. So I got Skittles' story typed out. So, my Skittles impersonation.
Oh God.
No, I'm kidding. So it simply says, before joining your server, I tried to co-DM. I had a friend on the mic running the games while they did the story, encounters, etc. This worked out pretty well for a few sessions. We were trying to balance RP and encounters while I was working out the BBEG mechanics. We had over a year planned out, basically. That was the goal. Session 0. Toxic player creates a red-haired half-elf ranger and immediately starts to marry Sue with feats and background stuff. The narrator DM fed into it and allowed her to buff her level 1 character beyond belief with magic items and homebrew stuff other people have created. The sessions were semi railroady because we were establishing the world and the mission, but Toxic Player did not appreciate it and started to RP how her character would run off alone to follow a message from her made up item or would push back if we gave any other player the spotlight in RP. The worst part was the narrator DM fed her fancy and would RP with her.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah. Honestly. So we spent 4 sessions playing her game until confronted and they both blew up at us, so we all quit.
Wow. Also, what's up, guys?
Hey, EJ.
Hello.
What
You
it
are
do?
late.
Yeah, that's like
All
hey,
right.
you guys want to do a medieval role play with each other? That's great. Don't fucking drag us into it.
Right. All right, EJ, you're the only one who hasn't said anything. You and Jasmine got to tell us toxicity in gaming that you've encountered, whether or not it's board games or video games.
I mean, I haven't
Well,
really told the story either.
Oh, that's right.
Damn it. Gotta learn to keep my mouth shut.
So I think me and Jasmine have both experienced this in a very toxic way. I know you guys know a game called Call of Duty.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
Never
I
heard of it.
forgot
Never heard of it.
So I'll be
Doesn't ring a
playing.
bell.
I'll be playing Search and Destroy. You know, hardcore. I'm sweat.
Yes,
And
yes.
other team would be like,
Don't ever use EJ's
dude.
controller.
No, I claim my controllers. They'd be like, "Fuck you," blah blah blah, and then they'll just start saying like all these like slurs, and then I'm not gonna stoop down to their level, but I'm cutting their ass. I'm cutting their ass. And then I tell my boy Matthew, I'm like, "All right, lean forward. We're pushing them into the ground." And it happened once. I think it was on Crash. I'm not too sure, but we had an entire team leave because we just my entire team just like, nope, this isn't okay. We all just started like throwing grenades across the map. We were just shitting on them.
I respect this.
Xeno was toxic to me once in Mario Kart.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Xeno would, the first time I played Mario Kart with him, he shit on me relentlessly.
Wait, what?
I can't believe it. Wow.
All right, repeat this into the mic.
Xeno.
EJ,
First
aren't
time I
you the
played
one who?
Mario Kart. No. The first time I played Mario Kart with Xeno, he shit on me, and I was like, "Why are you so good?" And he told me to get good.
Oh my god.
He told me
Okay.
to get good, and I was like, "Toxic."
All right.
EJ,
Fair enough.
aren't you the one who fucking sits there and drops bombs at the finish line when you're in front?
Oh,
That was one time.
one time.
one
Here.
You
Okay.
son of a bitch.
If I may, I think so. Yes, okay. That is fair. I have learned that term from the Dark Souls community, which is another one.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
However,
Yes.
though, I think let's all be honest. Mario Kart brings something out in everyone.
It does.
Dude, I don't know what it. So, but I guess that brings me to me for my toxic, and this one is amongst friends. Now, this was the kind of toxic to where we didn't realize we were getting toxic with each other, and that's what this game instills. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Dokapon Kingdom.
Oh my
Don't
god.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Dokapon Kingdom is essentially D&D Mario Party.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we decided we were gonna do, I think it was like 100 turn game, because we thought it would just go by. About 25 turns in, it's the end of the first day, and we are ready to kill each other.
Jesus.
By the time we got to the 75th turn, we had 3 other people we called over to play each other's characters. So essentially, what it is we have people rotating out to finish this fucking game, and we are all in a small room that is like 10 by 12, something like that. In the summer, just angry.
That room is probably sweaty.
It was sweaty. It was
Sweaty and scary.
Yeah, it was
It
just
should smell like a body odor.
yeah. We were to the point of like we were yelling at each other. I remember calling my friend Ed, who was very close to me at the time, the shortest mop head motherfucker who needed to be replaced in the Mickey Mouse Disney movie.
Jeez.
There's something to that effect. I know those words were used. How they were said, I can't remember. I just remember I was.
Side note, I do love in the chat, Skittles explaining how Uno is the most toxic fucking game there is.
Oh my god.
Dude, okay,
God.
here's the thing about Uno. No one can agree on the rules, so we only play stacks in this household.
Yes. Universal. Only
Oh,
stacks.
no. However, guys, did you guys know that the official Uno has stated that stacking is not a rule?
I guess
I
they don't know how
don't
to play the
care.
game
It makes
right.
it more fun.
It makes it more fun. Now, that sounds like someone who's ready to fucking drop a bomb on the person next to them after they get it.
Actually, Monopoly is terrible. I hate it.
Yes,
Nobody should
yes.
play it.
Here's
Never
the thing.
played Monopoly.
Yeah, the thing about Uno is you can't get beat upside the head with the game board.
Listen, I love Monopoly because I fucking run circles on that.
No, I hate Monopoly because that one time we played it and I could not do shit.
I thought
I
you were
was thousands of dollars in debt.
No, you're talking about Risk. Not Risk, the game of life. You're talking about the game of life, sir.
It's the same thing.
It is not
It's
the same thing.
fucking thing. It ruins my life either way.
Yes.
If I may.
Also, what's up, EJ?
I have another one, but this is more personal.
All right, go for it.
So, as you all may know, I am a sweaty sweat at Smash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing you have to drain your controller at the end of each session.
Okay.
Give me the mic.
No,
mic.
let me finish.
Give me the mic.
No.
Give me the
So
mic.
Yeah, let Jasmine. I appreciate it.
Fall down my face.
let me finish.
Go
let me
for it.
finish.
Yeah, let him finish. Let's go.
I've cried.
All right.
EJ.
So
EJ, what did you do?
Yeah, what the fuck did you
let me
do?
finish.
He's toxic.
I'm not. Okay. I was.
You are.
Can I finish? Here. So I used to play Smash, like every day. I would be in the training room for hours, sweat, like no life, no job.
No pussy.
Damn.
Yeah, got his ass. Got his ass.
Someone's being active.
So I would play that game like day in and day out, and like my friends, my boy Ronald, I went to high school with him. God bless that man, good guy. But
Oh, Ronald McDonald.
I would sleep over at his house and I'd bring my Switch, and Ronald would be like, "Oh, you want to play Smash?" And I'm like, "We both just woke up," and I was like, "Ah, yeah, bet." And then he got mad at. He's like, "Why are you sweating? Why are you sweating?" And we had a full blown argument about how I wasn't sweating, and then I proceeded to sweat. But it was just like there was a point in time where like I really didn't know how to pull back. So like anyone who I faced, it was like nerf or nothing. If you couldn't beat me, like I was washing you.
Yeah, nerf is what you need.
So like it got really bad, and then I met my lovely girlfriend Jasmine,
And you fucked
and
up.
and she was like,
Shout out
"Oh,
to Jasmine.
no. It started like this. She's like, "Oh, I'll whoop your ass in Mario Kart." Played Mario Kart, dusted her. She's like, "All right, I'll whoop your ass in Smash. I'm pretty good." And that's so I was playing. It's Battlefield, 3 platforms, and I was playing Jigglypuff, and she was playing someone else.
You really didn't have to go that hard.
I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So I think I was playing Jigglypuff just to play around, and I think I finished the game with like a combo, like an air combo into rest off stage, and then she hung up the FaceTime, and I did not hear from her for like till the next day.
Oh my god. Actually, here.
All I'm saying, bro, is if people can't take getting their ass beat in the game, bro, don't play the game.
Now hold on. Wait, correction. Now, listen, I am no stranger to getting my ass whooped in games. However, though, what is uncalled for is when the person whooping your ass takes it to another level. Like we're talking like the for anyone who understands the reference, points down.
Yeah. You taught me that reference.
Hive. You know all about point down.
I feel like I'm missing it here.
Hive.
I'm kind of like I'm rating off a high.
Hive.
Yeah.
It's Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, the point down.
Listen.
I'm that motherfucker. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, this is a good segue.
Point down on your ass.
Wait, Zeno, Jasmine wants to.
Yeah, go for it. Tell us your story, Jasmine.
No.
Share a toxic experience you've had.
Okay, well, I've had several toxic experiences with my boyfriend alone, but I wanted to add on to the story that he just reiterated. Not only did he wash me, he proceeded to use his final combo in a clip in his montage.
Oh my god.
And does not care about being in a relationship. No. Okay.
Now.
And mind you, this is like the first week of us being talking. You suck. I hate you. It was okay. The first month. Talking. You're gonna use
No.
Crazy.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. You mean to tell me that like
saucy as hell.
you mean to tell me that you have a reel of how much you fucked around?
God damn it.
You have
EJ.
Great
Oh,
job,
yeah,
EJ. Keep on
God.
trucking. Keep on trucking, EJ.
God damn it.
That shit was so fucking funny. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
That shit was so fucking
EJ,
funny.
you essentially.
I love, as a side note, I do
There
love
was a
right here.
missing layer from the story that needed to be there.
Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, so this is at least a pretty good segue into this then. All right, everyone. Now, we all understand toxicity in gaming, but what is your most toxic trait that you bear?
I can.
That we bear.
Okay.
Wait,
I will
One at a time, please.
Oh yeah, okay, here.
Um,
Let's see if my co-host, who never told their story, would love to tell us what his toxic trait is.
I told you the story of Dokapon Kingdom and how I damn near killed a friend.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Go for it. Go.
Yeah. But no, I am a toxic player when it comes to certain aspects of things, and that toxicity is spite or just it's mostly spite. Like if I can't be better than someone in a game, I will sure as hell sit there and try to be better at them in wit. Or I will do anything I can to just make another person like if they are so devoted to being a toxic player, I'm going to give them a dose of their own medicine.
No.
I
That is my bad trait.
What was the question again?
What is your
Um,
most toxic trait that you bear in that you bear? Like, like that you hold, that you have. Just what is your most toxic trait for in gaming? And at least for the sake of things, let's assume that we're talking about like in let's say we're going in VC order.
Oh,
okay. Uh,
So,
so
follow me, Jay.
Yeah, Eli.
So-
What is
There
it?
you
so I'm okay. So my personality, I read people a lot. I don't mean to, but I like in game wise, I am very persistent. I am hard headed, and if I face like a boss, for example, Dark Souls, for example, if I come across a boss that is extremely hard, I continuously do it until I beat it, and I remember all of its movesets, and I dissect it. So when it comes to like multiplayer, so like let's say for example like fighting games or anything like that, um, I dissect what they're doing, and I use it against them at the perfect times, and I just always remember. So like for example, Zeno, if you ever fight me or we ever battle on Runeterra again, and you use a deck that you've used constantly, I remember what you usually do, and I will counter it multiple times. And if someone's toxic towards me, I will be the lesser of the person. Like I will not be the bigger person. I will be more of an asshole, and I will give them a taste of their own medicine,
All right,
just
hold on.
just in a much more scale, much worse scale.
To add context into what you do. So one thing I love doing is like when I'm on a winning streak, I will like ride that high to the point where like Runeterra has emotes, stickers, animated ones. Eli has seen me use the animation where it's just a character eating popcorn at the other.
Yeah. Yes,
Uh,
that is my favorite one as well.
I kind of have an emo like that in League where it's the like cowboy ash skin eating the chips.
yes. But you guys gotta say, Eli like when he as soon as he got that, he started throwing it back at me when I was on the other end.
Yes.
Damn, he was hitting a back shot.
Yes. All right. Who's next in the board?
So I don't exactly know for sure, but I think I can pinpoint one. I think most people here, more people here, a lot of people here have like heard me while I've been playing games and stuff. I will say some very weird, outlandish stuff towards people on my team or like at myself.
Yeah,
Like,
you are what we call a shit talker.
yeah,
Mhm.
and like, I mean, I don't like to talk all the time, but when I do, it's like, what the fuck did he say? What? He just
Hi, do you
called one
want
of his teammates special ed. What the fuck?
Hi, do you
And
know things you
I
said
don't
to him
know,
when we were playing games together?
especially if I'm playing with Monkey. Oh god.
Yeah, no, it was you were playing with Monkey and I was part of it. I did something, and you know what you said to me? I'll never forget it because it blew my mind.
I don't know what I said, so please tell me.
You said you told me I was the special ed student that go into the bathroom and French kissed his PB and J.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Oh my god.
Hi.
Listen, but I own up to my mistakes too. It's okay.
Good.
Are you sure?
Oddly
I
specific.
do. Yeah, I say some very weird shit.
That
The
was
thing is,
fun.
it's so outlandish that I was having a hard time to be mad about it because I was like, what?
All right. Well, here, Dean, you're up next.
Okay. So, um, here's the thing about me personally. I I hate like anger as like a feeling because that's not something I personally can handle. Not that I get angry really easily, but it's just the feeling that I hate having to like deal with. And
Hate.
yeah, I hate being angry because it really isn't like a comfortable feeling for me because I don't like seeing people angry and I don't like how people act when they're angry. Um, so basically, when I'm upset, I don't like telling people that I'm upset because then I just look like I'm about to like boil over because of how like hard it is for me to like control myself when I'm upset. Like um EJ knows this firsthand, but I like if I'm playing a game and I'm in a losing streak, I feel very, very upset. Like I'm not even mad that I'm losing. I'm upset that like I'm letting my mood get in the way of like me enjoying myself. And that's always been like something that bothers me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Fair enough. Nixon self promo.
Very. Yes. Hmm. Oh,
Interesting.
oh, oh, yeah, I was there for that as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember that happening.
Yes. All right.
Mm.
Wow, he mutes himself just as I'm about to go in there.
Mr. Sweats a lot.
Your
Mr.
your most
I've got the
toxic trait.
Gatorade.
Yo, can y'all like
Hold my beer as I whip your ass.
I don't
My
care,
bad.
And
EJ,
a lot of
bro.
people ask for your neck.
EJ, bro, I'm on your side, bro. That shit was funny as fuck.
What?
Oh
You
my
putting that
god.
clip of you fucking beating the fuck out of your GF and Smash, bro.
She's right next to me. You know she can hear you, right?
That shit, I know that shit was funny as fuck. I was laughing.
Yeah.
Dude, she would have been less pissed if you posted you actually fucking her.
Oh no.
Oh
my
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a bit of an extreme.
I'm choking on my high chew, bro.
Uh, so
my God.
my toxic trait. My toxic trait is that no matter what age you are or who I'm playing against, it, bro, it could be we could be doing the spoon race. You know the spoon where you like you put an egg on the spoon, you going. It could be the sack race. It could be ring toss.
I
It
feel
doesn't
sorry
matter.
for your future son.
It
He's
doesn't
going
matter
to.
what game it is. I am going to give it my all, and that's only because as a kid. No. I got. So, as a kid, man, let me talk. Let me talk.
Yeah.
As a kid, I would always play fighting games a lot. That was my main thing for the PS2. So I would never get like handed any W's, and I only won like 3 times out of like entirely playing out of the PS2 with like my mom's friends, and I always got my ass handed to me. But those 3 wins, I will never forget. Sub-Zero, POP, hold it down. But it was just like they never like I got good, and that's what I liked. So it's just like they were soul crushing defeats. Like there are some defeats where I was just like, man, fuck this character. As like a kid, but I didn't say that. I was just like, I hate this.
I hate it.
But
God
but
help if if your future
yeah.
kid wants to take up boxing. He's like, let's go down. And EJ just
Straight up
Oh, where?
kickboxes his child.
Get up, son.
Get
Get up.
get up. You're not over. Get up.
You wanted this.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the chat right now. Xeno's most toxic trait is trying to destroy our fucking carriage.
Now, see this. That's not a trait. That's a
That costs a
personality
lot of
flaw.
money.
I will destroy your carriage in the game.
That costs a lot of
Yeah.
money.
But my trait is being too competitive. Honey, do you want to
Yeah.
say yours?
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jasmine. What is your most toxic trait?
Hello
So
there.
I'm Jasmine.
in
I'm a
gaming,
toxic player.
my toxic trait is that I'm a really big sore loser. Obviously, like I'm not great at stuff. But like, how can I be? This guy has been playing video games out the womb. But
True.
so like if I
True.
lose,
Pussy down
sometimes I'll cry, or like there was one time I was playing, and this wasn't even a game like for like multiple people. I was just playing Mario Sunshine, and I punched his concrete wall because I couldn't pass a stupid level.
Oh my god.
I was there for that. Oh, that was so
And it was like the
funny.
worst time ever.
That
So
was the
I have a
funniest shit
very
ever.
I have a very bad temperament. Like in
Did you
real
ever
life.
get past that?
No, he had to do it for me.
No, she quit the game after
No,
that.
yeah, I quit. I stopped playing,
stopped
and then
playing.
he did it, and I didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Yeah, it's awful. So that's my bad trait. Is that I'm a very sore loser.
Jasmine?
Huh?
Jasmine? I love you and I'm sorry, but I don't know why when I hear that I'm just like, oh, so like an IGN reviewer.
No.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Oh, you have to say that. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta do it like that.
Wow.
I love you, Jasmine. You get advantage on the first roll
You
next
were
session.
done, that was done filthy. Right
Jasmine,
there.
you get advantage on the first roll next session.
Geno's toxic trait is that he doesn't care how sad you are. He'll just make you feel sadder. That's
Now,
Oh my
now.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
Now,
god.
now.
You could be
Also,
on-
That
you
is
could
not
be on
wrong.
You guys not seen the-
and he
Wow,
will
wow, wow, wow.
fucking dexterity. I can't. I hate him.
Now, yeah, this is partially true, as you guys have seen what I do in my game.
Yes.
Yeah,
Horrible.
destroy our
Yes.
carriage.
Wait, he destroyed the carrot? Oh wait, no, but I can.
We
mend it.
fixed it. We fixed it. We fixed
Yeah.
it.
I fixed it. Cool.
He tried to kill us.
Xeno's toxic trait is not giving cool centaur characters all the legendary magic items. Look, so
Yeah,
as
where's
the
my
DM,
legendary item?
as
I
the
didn't
DM,
done shit of those legendary items, Mr. Stay on boat.
now after.
We're out here fighting shit.
Oh no, Maniacal's talking about that monkey got monkey rolled 5 successful checks in a row and got a legendary item. Monkey has a belt of storm giant strength.
Yeah, he told me about that. That's the first thing he did. I was like, I do not care. I don't
Oh, here.
fucking care.
Hold on, let me put. Skittles was adding in that her toxic trait is that if she's not immediately good at something, she will get mad at it. I don't. I at least I don't know. EJ, I don't know if Jasmine can still hear me, but I don't know if that relates to it or is it like similar. I can agree to this. I can agree to this to a very heavily extent. It sucks. Yes, Mama didn't raise no quitter, and it really sucks that when you're not immediately good at something, you're just like it eats you up from the inside.
Yeah. Don't know how that
Yes.
feels.
Partner is like the best at
The
it.
fuck
Oh.
I-
Hold
I don't know how
on.
that
So
feels.
here's a perfect example. So Skittles, what's that one game where you look like a bunch of like Pillsbury Doughboys, and with like and it's like a game you play with Human Fall Flat.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Skittles is like, oh man, I'm having a hard time getting around this spot, and like I'm just like, oh here, let me take it. All right, there we go, you got it. She immediately just looks at me, just like, damn it, I'm sorry, I'm not good at games.
I'm not a gamer.
But no, it's definitely a thing I understand.
Oh,
Fuck. It sucks not having the immediate skill, especially when you're in a game where people have had time or like having an innate knack at some games.
That's more than like just like immediately fucking good at shit.
Yeah. Now, everyone, carriage insurance is not a thing. Your carriage will die. Had to throw that out there.
Yeah.
But
Wait, what?
okay, so now here we've all talked about our toxic traits. So I want to see about this though. So when you guys encounter toxicity in gaming, hold on, let me quickly say. Oh, let me get your nods. All right. Yes. So I'm gonna ask this: when you guys encounter toxicity in gaming, what would you do to either subside it down or to not, just some way to not stoop to their level? I guess advice. Here we go. What's
call
up?
it the fuck out.
You call it the fuck out.
Yeah.
You call. Oh, there we
You
go.
already fucking know.
Yeah. Skittles' advice: call it the fuck out. You do not stand for that, and you should call it out as you see it.
Yeah.
Dean, I'm going to kill you.
In VC.
For me personally, it's either one of three things, right? First, ignore them completely. Two,
First,
you know,
two.
like ignore them. Two, report them, and depending on how bad it is, and just with that side of ignoring. Or three, be as bad as them.
What we talked about, I had to check my sausages.
Sausage.
Sausage.
You the glizzy
Uh,
monster?
because
Yeah. All right. Okay, so what we're talking about, Hive, is we're talking about how do you handle toxicity? Like, what is advice for people to how to
Right.
deal with toxicity as
Oh,
it comes.
yes.
For example, Skittles was call it as you see it. Eli is may find ways to push it to the side so it doesn't actually interfere with your game. For a lot of cases, people have the mute and block button. As
Yeah.
even Whitebread has explained so much. They've had so many toxic teammates in Overwatch. The moment they speak up, they get muted and blocked. What about the rest of you guys?
I like to point out the flaws in the gameplay. If they talk about my gameplay, let me talk about yours. Let me bring up the whiteboard. Let me tell you why you're fucking trash and you should uninstall the fucking game. You fucking
Yeah,
loser.
dude.
Let me give you an essay on how your performance was.
Yeah.
Oops.
Look at your KD.
Here's your performance review. You will not be getting that raise. You will not be moving up the corporate ladder. You are stuck here as bitch.
So what,
Loser
Hive?
playing this game alone, no fucking friends. Loser.
Well, Hive. Is a matter of what was it? You are toxic. I will teach you why you are toxic. We are not the same.
Yeah. Or how I like to say, you're toxic. I'm venomous. There's a
Oh boy.
difference.
I play Swords of Revealing Light.
But right here. So here's one thing that I definitely will find that at least when I encountered toxicity in gaming, oh boy, Zeno used to play League of Legends and he encountered a lot of toxicity in the game. What a surprise that League has that. But mute button is always like a thing. But I feel like here's the strange thing about me. I refuse to use the mute button when I have those types of teammates. It's for me, it's part of the experience. You wouldn't understand, but part of the experience is dealing with these types of people. And let's say, for example, in a game where there's a competitive scene, and you as the character are supposed to you especially in a team based game, you're supposed to be able to utilize your skills to win.
Yeah.
I love. Oh man, this person's useless. Look at what they do. It's like, you want useless? Oh, I didn't know that's what you wanted.
Zeno.
So, one of two things happens at this point. I either help everyone out immediately more, or prove that person wrong and have them apologize.
Or
What do you mean? Or
There is no or.
I showcase my actual skill, and it's pretty much one of those things where, like, I never really get an apology, but either way, it's a matter that I prove the point that I am not a useless player. I have a skill to back it up.
you are better than me. You're better than me because
Show me your
there's another
resume.
option
If
Oh.
I may.
Here's my resume. It's the fucking Ron Swanson. I'm a good gamer. I tell people to get good.
All right. So, may I?
So Dean,
God damn
your
Uh,
turn, EJ. Shut the fuck down.
it.
I do like one of two things. One, keep at it and see how far it goes, and two, just give it a break. I'm someone who tends to push themselves because I I'm perfectly okay with taking one win and a dozen losses whenever I play games. I hold it not against anyone else, not even my own performance, but mostly just because I picked the game to play because I wanted to enjoy myself. And if it means that I'm not having that much fun, I don't want to be the reason why other people aren't enjoying themselves. Or at least I don't want to. I don't want to make people feel bad that I'm actually playing while being really upset, and so either we try something different, or I keep playing for the sake of, maybe if I'm losing, I could run it back, or I'm at least like keeping it going so that like, even though I'm upset, they're having fun, and that's okay with me.
What a good wholesome man. Actually,
Alright,
hold on.
that's cool.
I'm gonna wrap. I have an idea. So, um, I just gave you guys the league story, but let me tell you guys about the Dark Souls story I did.
Yes,
So,
let's hold EJ from telling his story.
yes,
Yeah.
because EJ is
Yeah,
now
you know-
set. I'm kidding, EJ. I love you. Go for it.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
So when I deal with a
No,
top,
let's go first.
No, go.
when
to-
when
not to
I deal
stab
with a
someone.
toxic player,
Fights toxicity with toxicity.
yeah, I fight fire with fire. You want to be
Hey,
toxic? I'm going to double down or be more like I'm going to outshow that person in every possible quality because I play Smash Online. I'll lose a stock and people will teabag, and I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, let me grab the metal chair, take off my chancletas, put like my hair up. I'm about to fuck this person up.
And he had to put down the sandals to play better.
And
yeah.
then, I just do it to him. I just do it to him. And then with COD, I usually play COD with my bro Matthew, but like someone will just be like, "Oh, you're at the bottom of the leaderboard." I'll be like, "Oh, word? I bet." And then I'll sweat, and I'll go like 40 and like 15, and he'll be like at the maybe mid range or like 20 and like 22. And the game's ending. I'm like, "Oh, what'd you say? What'd you say? Oh, look at you, middle of the sandwich, weak ass."
Damn right.
Middle was the best part.
Middle is, I mean, but like who? I'm at the top though. I'm stacking it up.
No, I feel you. I feel you. I'm just saying.
Damn.
Yo.
Yeah. No one ever
But
fucking
like,
cares though.
Sounded kind of passive aggressive back there.
she's hate. Well, no, she's good at COD. Yes, you are. She's low key goaded. She just doesn't. Yeah, how I see.
EJ doesn't tell us about all the times that Jasmine teabags on him whenever she shoots him.
She's
I shoot him,
she's done it.
and he'll be like, "You shot me." I'll be like, "Oop."
I'd be like, "You killed me," and then she'll like teabag. She'll be like, "Ha ha ha ha."
Nice.
Act like I noticed.
No mercy in this dojo.
No.
But
Yeah,
I
I
would say-
definitely double down. I am. I can be like, or if I need to, I will be the most toxic I possibly can.
Hey, same.
And I don't know. When it comes to toxicity, I'm one of those people. I mean, I'm just someone who just doesn't have time for it, and I've actually stopped someone from being toxic because because he was being toxic on like we were playing Warzone. He was just giving me shit, and I just remember calling him out and like, dude, look, I just got home from an 8-hour shift at a shit ass job. I do not have time to listen to you sit here and bitch about how I play. I need you to shut up and let me de-stress. Didn't hear shit from him for the rest of the night. I'm just one of those
Hey,
people that will just tell someone straight up, like, look, do not have time for your bullshit. We either just come to an understanding that I'm not at the level you want, and you're not the kind of person I'm gonna debate with. So we just need to end this the fuck now.
let's see, that's actually a pretty powerful one. You'd be surprised by how many people will actually hear like the stress or just like the hardship in the voice and be like, oh fuck, maybe I am being a bit too much.
mm,
Yeah, there's some like I had someone giving me shit, did the same thing, and they immediately went from shit talker to fucking therapist real fucking quick.
aw,
like, because that it was a bit of a wholesome because I came home, I had a customer who threw a soda at me. All I wanted to do was play some Warzone and just relax. And this dude started talking shit. I was like, dude, look, I've had a shitty day. I've had a customer throw a soda at me. My boss told me I wasn't doing good, and now
What soda was it?
It was Mountain Dew.
Damn.
Why you gotta
That-
know?
That was a gamer
Yeah,
raid.
That's the one detail he needed to ask for.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I get where hype's coming from because the flavor does describe the person.
Yeah.
Did you
Like,
taste the soda while it was like on you?
Did he
it
throw
was green and smelled like Mountain Dew. Do you really think I need to fucking taste it?
No, I mean like, like was the soda open and you were like, "Yo, let me see if I can get like a couple drops of this and enjoy the moment."
mm,
They
Damn,
took the
you-
phrase "do the do" way too fucking seriously.
Right
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Are we about to close out? No.
I was about to tell my the Dark Souls story.
Okay. Well, after that one, do you want to share like good moments?
Yeah, actually.
Before we end,
So here,
after your story.
no, that's definitely a good way to go for it. So,
Sure.
we all anyone who's played any From Software knows how the PvP community can be at times.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So-
if it wasn't for you and Hive, I probably would never have gotten as far into Dark Souls 3 as I have. I still
We
haven't
still need
beat
to finish it. We still need to finish it.
Yeah, we still need to finish it.
But so I remember there was one time, Dark Souls 3 Anor Londo PvP area for anyone who knows that place.
Successful.
Now,
I installed it. What the fuck?
yeah,
Oh, what the fuck?
I remember that at one point, this invader just would not stop gunning for me, and just like going for it, and like every time it's always like death, 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 and I just kept getting tired of it. But one thing I noticed was their opening move at all times. So this time, I specifically wasted a pale tongue to respec everything, got a critical weapon like a dagger, but in this case, I got the Hornet Ring. I had the Hornet Ring at this point. Put on a parry shield, waited for them to come, and did the slow walk at them. They're like running at me. They're like, oh, look at this dude. I'm slow walking towards him. He's like, oh, here he goes. As soon as I'm in range, he goes for that opening move. I get the parry and do the Hornet Ring critical. He drops and I don't get invaded by him ever again.
That's a one shot, by the way. If people don't know, that is
Yeah.
a one shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
You can also you can 100% tell the animation difference when someone's using a Hornet Ring and not or not.
Yeah.
Xeno decided to style on this man.
Yeah. Now here, let's as I mentioned, it is definitely a good way to end it off. Let's talk about positive moments in gaming. What is one moment in either tabletop gaming or regular gaming that you just absolutely like felt like was one of the most wholesome times you could have ever been and you really loved it?
I'm assuming in VC order.
You
Right?
know,
Most likely.
I'll start off and then we'll move it up to Eli and then work our way down.
Ooh,
All right.
Good.
Yeah. But honestly, you're gonna think I'm sucking up here. Probably the most decent time or the funnest times I've had for tabletop gaming anyways is your D&D groups. Cuz any other time I've tried playing tabletop, it's either I'm playing with people that are trying to make up a whole new system for the tabletop game, or they're kind of a stickler for the rules and they're like, this is how it's done, this is how we're going to do it. So it's just kind of like, yeah, I was having fun, but it's just like it didn't feel like I was really experiencing role playing games. But then I got to hang out with you guys, and I got to find what a fun D&D experience is. Yeah.
Hmm.
But when it comes to like gaming and stuff, I think one of my most coolest moments for gaming was when I was working the game room at Anime Bonsai, and because we had a section where it was like Smash, Mario Kart, and I'm like, oh, cool, great, I'm gonna get to sit here and listen to everyone scream at each other. These motherfuckers surprised me. Like, I had people, like, they were all, like, you'd get groups of friends and stuff that would come in to play a couple rounds of Mario Party, Mario Kart, Smash, and all of these motherfuckers were laughing, high-fiving, playfully getting angry with each other. like civil as can be. So I got to see like a huge percentage of like what it is to be within a community of people that like the same thing you like
You're not making me
without there
cry.
being hate. Without there being hate. All right, Eli, what you got for us?
uh, there's two top ones, right? One was Dark Souls and the other one is D&D. Uh like for the Dark Souls one, in I think it's Aralanda in Dark Souls 3, you have like the fighting arena.
Yes.
What happened there, which is my favorite area because of this, but when I went there one day, I was summoned and I was ready to, fight down. But no, it was just like a bunch of people just like hanging out with one another. We just kind of like ran around the area, a lot of emotes and stuff was given to me a bunch of the time, and then we formed like a little group, and then we just kind of played for like a long time. We all just kind of like helped each other out in the areas needed. So it was a very good day. I was very happy. And then D&D, uh, I would say all throughout the campaign of the Underdark with of course the Monday crew, best crew. But yeah, no, overall it's been very fun because even though we have our highs, we all like our lows. We have really good highs and a lot of memories made already. So yeah.
Nice. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go out of the abyss. All right, Hive. Hive.
you muted.
He is indeed muted.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Your
I
host
do-
moment. Oh.
Oh God,
Oh,
whoever did that,
God.
I hope you're
Damn.
okay.
You okay?
You good?
Yeah, you're gonna have to like Monsters Inc. hazmat her ass. Fuck.
Oh my. All right. Hive, hit us with it.
We have 23
I'm trying to. I've had a lot of good moments.
You guys said that at the same time.
I've had a lot of good moments. I don't know. So I guess it's kind of relevant right now, at least to me. Maybe a couple other people in here, most likely EJ and Dean. But so I just before I got in here, the reason why I was a bit late was because I was finishing watching CEO 2021, which is a major fighting game tournament hosted in Florida, and it was the first offline major in 2 years. And it was when I say it like brought tears to my eyes, I'm not lying, because like online tournaments are cool and all, but like offline is like there's a different energy because it's a like other games, like there's a community, but like with fighting games it's like a community, you know, because we basically like built like this shit from nothing, and now we're like way up here, which is crazy. Nobody would ever have thought like we would get this big ever,
Yeah.
because it's
No,
such like a niche genre of game to play. And like
fighting
it's
games? Nah, dude. Fighting games are no, but
yeah,
I get what you're saying.
they're bigger than ever. Nobody used to play
Preach.
them, but like
Preach,
now
sister, preach.
it's like
Yeah, but
wow, dude, that shit exploded. I haven't even got to my moment yet. I've been just gushing.
yeah,
Fuck.
but I get what Hive's saying because fighting games, tourneys, live offline, they've gotten like their boxing matches. Like they have a ring that you play this game on, and you're surrounded by the people that are watching you.
Yeah. You can go ask Amy. I actually I got so hyped that I like fucking screamed in her ear. Like
I bet she loved
I,
that. I bet
uh,
she was so happy that you did
definitely
that.
did not. But yeah, so like damn, how long was it ago? I'd say a couple of years ago now. What were we playing? We were playing Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R.
Damn.
And we were just fooling around, and like we were gonna do like a first to 10 because we just like the game so much. It was like maybe 10 at night. Next thing you know, we're on a completely different. We're playing Street Fighter 4 Ultra, and it's like 5 in the fucking morning. and like we didn't even notice because like we were having so much fun because we just love like these types of games so much. And I don't know. It's like it is a very pure and like satisfying feeling to like love some things that much and like know that it'll only grow bigger like as the years go on.
Hell yeah. This so I know I absolutely love fighting games. DBZ Fighter, Dragon Ball Fighters was when I first finally got like really into playing fighter games.
Good game.
All right, go ahead. Next.
I had like I think
Hot
like
Switch.
two really like important moments, I guess. Because they both came from the same place. Like like as I mentioned, I was in a club called Gamers Guild. And the thing was about it was that it introduced me to two things, fighting games and card games. And the two really good moments was I we had like a club magic tourney, and when we were playing, uh I was actually like really hyped for it because like I don't go to locals. I'm not like too inept at going to places with large crowds of people unless I have like other people with me. And that tourney was just really fun because I got to play against like decks that I hadn't encountered and with people I never got the chance to play with. And so I was really happy that like I actually like won the whole tourney, and that's how I got my it's how I got um uh Kopala, which is like one of my favorite like Merfolk cards and for my Merfolk deck, and I was really proud of it. Because like it meant so much to me that like I got to, I invested so much time into playing Magic, and it paid off in a way that like, it may have been small, but it was rewarding for me enough to like, enjoy the experience and fall more in love into the card game, even though I haven't been keeping up with it as much as I probably wanted to.
Um,
And the other time was like when I started like really having a lot more fun playing Smash 4 with friends, because at the time I was a huge fan of like this content creator named Conjun House, and he's a DDD main back in Smash 4 and
oh,
Smash Ultimate, and
I think I know who you're talking about.
I I
Damn.
I loved his videos so much because watching this man's style with DDD was so like fun, and it just the fact that I had so much fun playing as DDD and like just enjoying myself with all these other people and making lots of friends from there. It really put like a big soft spot for like what you can do with like a couple people. Like obviously, like I said, I don't go on like tourneys, but obviously, like every state has their own locals and has their own communities, and I think that's really appreciated, especially when it comes to like small experiences like this. And it meant that much more to me to invest more time in games that I wanted to play, learn, and play with others. Obviously, obviously people like Hive and EJ and even Zeno, like you all play fighting games, and more specifically different fighting games that I usually never have other people to play with, but I'm more than happy to play with honestly anybody because I just think that it's really fun to like learn how to play new games and experience that with other people.
Yeah, I totally understand what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm
I
about
also
to
I have
cry.
I have another one if I can say my other one real quick. This is also me kissing up to Zeno because he's made my life so much better. Like after getting into the server and like meeting him
I,
as like a friend. But like
I very
for the
much agree.
longest time I was looking for like a game to join into and I didn't know much about 5e when I joined your game, Zeno. Like I don't even remember when the first homebrew was like ending. It was like I don't know, last year, maybe like start of this year, something like that. But like once I got into like that group and started talking more and like interacting more, like going to the old podcast and like now going to these and like interacting with everyone, it's made my life so much better. Like I can't even like explain it.
Shut up, man.
No.
All right.
Yeah, I say yeah.
All right. I have two. I think two as of right now. Maybe one more might come to me, but the first one was me and my boy Matthew. As I said before, we played COD, but we like wanted to get a Warzone dub so bad, but we could not do it. So Rebirth came out, and we were playing Rebirth trios, and I was like, all right, put it on Phil because we kept on losing, and we got paired with some guy that like we still play with to this day, and he's like a father of four, and he's chill and funny as hell, but he like helped us get a W, and he was just like some random guy, but now like we just talk to him when we chill. And he's a great guy, and it's like always fun because he always has like a story about what his kid got into trouble for, or like just random life lessons to pass on. So those are great. He's like, oh, my son went to the barn and set a fire. It didn't burn the entire thing down, but like the side of it's pretty much scorched. And I was like, damn, what you do? He's like, I beat his ass. And then I told him fix the barn, and he fixed the barn. But he's chilling now. And it's like the funniest thing. And then the second thing would definitely be like D&D and Xeno. I still will not forget that day when he explained like the whole shit to me, like in grave detail. And I was like, what's this? And then he explained it. I'd be like, I don't get it. And he'd be like, all right, think of it like this. And I'd be like, look, I still don't get it.
Like, oh man, I'm just not getting
Do you
it.
get it now?
I mean, I get it now, but sometimes he'd be like, all right, I need you to roll for necrotic and then add this modifier and then your save DC. And I'm just like, damn. Add what?
And what?
Never change, CJ. I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say is
But-
Skittle sent me what she's saying. Meeting me is popular for good gaming. I can relate. I never expected to come off one of the worst moments of my gamer life to meet my future husband, soulmate, and love of my life.
That's kind of gay.
Well, you know what? You're gay.
I kind of am.
Yeah, I know. I've seen your was it any of those like quizzes?
Don't look at my Victor thirst posts.
Dude, shut up. You keep talking about all your femboy VTubers you keep talking about.
Hey, stop. The
Yeah.
stream cannot hear this.
Yes. All right. Han.
But,
I understood Eli also was going to say something as well.
can I?
Oh, sorry, EJ, go for it.
I wasn't done.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, definitely, like as of Hive meeting like Xeno and coming here is definitely like a really big high point because now it's like I have Hive and Dean and Eli, and I think I knew Maniacal before I came in here, but I know him better now. And then
Never mind.
and then there's Xeno.
Send you
So,
Game
like,
Boy shells like a homie does. And he's like, I kind of know Maniacal.
yeah, I kind of know. Yeah, you too, but like definitely like you explaining all of like D&D to me, even though I still don't get a vast majority of it, and like helping me get into a group and like making that really big experience for me definitely helped me. Like D&D for sure has very helped me throughout like my life. Because without that to like de-stress, I think I'd be a very angry person. So it's just like D&D, good shit.
Hell yeah.
And I will be damned if anyone tries to fuck up my D&D.
I have one if that's okay. And wait, am I able to say something or no?
Yeah.
All right. So here, right, another D&D one
Wait,
specifically.
Eli, do you mind if
Yeah.
after you Jasmine goes?
Jasmine can go first.
Go for Jasmine.
Oh,
No, you go first.
No, Jasmine now.
Yes, go. I don't want to just.
I'm glad Zito said that.
Take it back.
You guys are funny. No, I just had one. So I don't think any of you know this actually, but my brother, he's autistic, you know, and he's a high functioning autistic, but when he was younger, he had a lot of issues, but like a lot more like behavioral problems. But you know, he really liked video games. In particular, he liked Super Smash Bros. Actually, and one time we were visiting my aunt, and it was like the weirdest thing. But we were visiting my aunt in South Carolina, and we went to a hibachi restaurant. And my brother, he doesn't like any type of like hibachi food, so he was already having like a bad day because he doesn't like eat anything else. Um, so he was having a bad day, and like for some weird reason, was like a tournament going on in the next room of like Super Smash. And like when we were done, we checked it out, and like they let him play, and I guess they kind of noticed that he was special, and they let him win. And that's like one of the main things that he like has talked about to this day. And like I just saw like the glow in his eye. He was so happy to win. Like even a game, I know everyone just like let him win, but it was just really nice that he had a really nice time. And he's like very proud of himself even now. Like he still loves it. And that just like made me really happy that people like, come together and let, this little kid, he was like 8, win a game, with like 30-year-olds just for chilling. And I think that was so cool.
It's a good thing EJ wasn't participating.
Nah, he was smoking on the
Oh my
spot.
god.
Damn.
You would
Now,
have
now.
fucking be like, all right, sweat mode activate.
Remember, everyone, wholesome.
good
That's what we're trying to keep it here. All right, Eli. Oh, sorry. If Jasmine finished,
No, I'm done. Thank you so much for letting me talk.
of course. Eli.
Yeah.
So mine is also a D&D related one. You see, before I joined, even before Amy server and even Xeno server, it was very much my
Yakumo.
like my wait, huh?
Sorry, I was talking to my dog. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
problem for me and Hive. We talk to our dogs.
uh, but like before I joined Amy server, even Amy server or even Xeno server, my mental health was not the greatest, um, because every left field something came at me. 2020 was one of my most horrible years, I can definitely say.
And
So
can relate heavily.
yeah. like then I met like Skittles and Zeno in like one of the VCs that I was in on Amy's server when I first joined. um and I was like, oh, they mentioned D&D, or well, specifically I looked at like their roles, and I saw D&D. I was like, oh, there's a D&D thing in here. Skittles was like, oh yeah, I know somebody that hosts D&D. I can send you like a server link. So all the technicalities out the way, made it Fetcher, best boy. No one can tell me otherwise. My first character, and started the campaign. It was confusing at first, and then after weeks got by, I got really into it. Like my mindset was only on D&D for a while, and I could only make up like imaginary scenarios or scenarios just in case my character could do. But me and Skittles have like the curse of low rolls that we cannot escape from for some ungodly reason. Um, but like after joining the sessions and then joining like High's Pathfinder games and recently Cyberpunk, I have been able to actually feel serotonin for once in a long while, because before I was extremely depressed. Um, so actually being able to escape what was bothering me and actually being able to think of happy thoughts and actually feeling good and not think about my very depressing situation was very much nice for once. And I also got to meet new people. So like EJ, Dean, Amy, Maniacal, and Hive. Uh, you're all nerds and geeks, but I love you all the same. But yeah.
Wasn't even meant
But
Yeah,
dork,
nerds and geeks.
Oh, hi, monkey.
I mean, I've seen my.
I was
Anyway,
I was
Been
gonna
brought- I've been
toxicity
brought to
in gaming.
tears too many times this day.
say no.
Anyway, me and Hive are ending it all. It's done.
Oh my god. Now hold on. Monkey.
Ow.
I
I got an eyelash in my eye.
I want to say, we are right now talking about your most wholesome moment in gaming, because we are actually already talking about the toxicity stuff.
Oh no. It's,
You came at the absolute
Sorry.
wrong time.
It's probably a good thing we didn't have Monkey on today.
Oh boy.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now-
is the stream already over?
We actually are about to wrap it up.
Wow, I didn't even get to be here.
You
It's
can
okay.
share a wholesome moment in gaming.
Yeah.
Nah.
True.
What
We
monkey?
we have wholesome moments together, man.
Yeah.
It usually just gets very homosexual between us. I don't know.
Oh,
It's mostly
never mind.
Hey,
I
we are
wouldn't say wholesome. I'd say good.
Yeah,
we are
Think
pro.
about the first time we extracted and hunt showdown
we
together.
both busted and made love on the moonlight. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I remember.
I mean, you had wholesome. Dude, remember when we first met? We were playing Minecraft and we started talking about beignets.
What? We were talking about what?
We were talking about beignets.
Oh,
Yeah, I want some beignets. Holy fuck!
What's a
Oh my
beignet?
god.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
godly creation. That's what it is.
beignets. More like I'm gonna bend.
Oh.
Did Skittles say one? Yeah, Skittles did. I'm
Anyway,
fucking
time to
brainless.
talk about toxicity in video games. The video game Walmart. The toxicity.
Oh my
in a
god.
moment.
Oh god, that video game's too scary for me.
Too scary.
Sucks.
But yeah.
Game's buggy as shit. I clip to the
Did
floor
you
all the time.
did you talk about one thing? I don't know.
What as far as my one of my wholesome moments in gaming?
Yeah.
Here, let me actually. You know what? So one of my favorite moments I've ever had in how do I put this? I think it would have to be a Dark Souls moment. Now, granted, this is one of those things where, strangely enough, it was like a competitive thing, but this was nowhere near toxic because my friend basically this is our first time doing a whole Dark Souls. This is our first time doing our Dark Souls blind playthrough, and we were doing it completely cooperative. He was having so much fun invading, especially because we were like nearing the end of the game, and at this point, all we had to do left was the DLC, and then we would go fight win. So, hold on.
Oh damn! I have another story after this one, Zena.
No,
I'm
I
so
have
sorry.
No, I
Alright,
have
hot.
one.
Mm.
Now,
This also involves Dark Souls.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, look. So, he was invading people over and over, and hold on, I am so sorry.
Sorry, I'm crawling around in his walls right now.
Yeah, I'm actually in his underwear right now.
Monkey, tell us a story while I'll give you some airtime here.
Dude, I'm going with the toxicity one first.
Yeah, go for it.
Anyway, just shit talking in general. Like there's a certain point when it takes a step overboard. And Hunt Showdown, there are good parts and bad parts to having proximity chat. Oh, it exemplifies all of them. You can ask Kai if
We
ran
met
into some
we
people.
met a really cool person the other day, but we
Oh, he
met
was
some
really cool.
some interesting characters as well.
Mentally deficient, I would call them, but yes.
Yeah,
Oh God, no wait.
I've heard people, at least 3 people say hard R N-word Hunt
Hard
Showdown.
R, many gamer words. Sometimes, like they'll be speaking a foreign. Like I think the weirdest one I heard was Hispanic. It was, it's just goes from
I don't know if you
Hispanic.
want to repeat that word.
Yeah, there's not.
No, I don't.
There's not would be any gamer words.
No. It was some Hispanic dude. He just screams the N word and then says the other gamer F word. BRB.
Oh no. Alrighty.
Yeah. Right.
Um,
Did he just say BRB?
Yes.
Motherfucker! like, dude, this is not how it works. Hive, you have a Dark Souls
Yeah.
story.
so this is picture this release of Dark Souls 2. But way back in the day. Like I remember it getting advertised on television. It was like super big.
Okay.
And I started living at my grandmother's at the time for personal family reasons. And I also had just dropped out of high school because I couldn't even get out of bed anymore. I was so like just depressed. And then Dark Souls 2 came out. I got it on launch day. And that changed my life completely. There's a video by this guy called Nakey Jakey. You might know about him. He made a video called Dark Souls Saved My Life, and that is completely what it did to me as well.
I'm to
I
interrupt
would.
my
I
story.
probably. To be truthful, I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that game, and how just infatuated I was with it, how much I loved it, and played it, thousands of hours I played on that game
That's
alone.
really cool. All right, so Monkey,
Anyway, I'm back. I had to go to the
are you
hospital. My
back?
grandma
Are
wanted
you
to cook hers.
okay? All right, so you've told a toxicity.
All I have is negativity in my life. All right,
Yeah.
no.
So okay, but how do you deal with it? How do you deal? What's the first response that you have for toxicity players? Like when someone
Violence.
gets
Now,
Give
now,
what you get,
no.
or
Hold
get
on,
what you
hold on.
give.
Monkey,
on.
monkey. Legitimate advice to give to people on how to handle toxicity.
Oh, try to ignore them the best you can, because eventually they will fucking realize that they are. I can't say that word. Can't say that one either. Stupid as hell. There we go. We'll just say stupid as hell.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's,
Okay.
that's the
Well,
easiest answer we have here.
could have just went with ignorant. That's a more
There you
friendly
go.
word.
Yeah.
It's not even ignorant. It's they know they're doing it wrong. And they continue to do it. But
Then
depending on
that's
how bad they are,
My nuts.
immediate violent response.
no, no,
But that's
no.
just me. Do not use me as a
Do as he says,
moral
not as he
beacon
does.
or anything.
Yeah, Monkey is one of these people that you do as he says, does he actually just don't.
You do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, you don't do as he says either. Just
Now Zeno, he's a moral beacon. However, is not a good thing.
he is a moral beacon for sin. That is what Monkey is.
Now, so now that I'm back, allow me to. So, I left off it was my friend's playthrough, and he was doing some invasions, and so I was like, oh hey, come on, let's go fight. We've done everything in the DLC except Black Dragon Calamite, and he's like, okay, hold on, I'm just gonna do one more invasion. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm waiting for him in the ravine where Calamite, right before Calamite's boss fight. Then all of a sudden I see the words that my friend is invading me, and I'm like, oh, so this is how it becomes.
Frank Zeno.
When he spawns in, he's at the top of the stairs that go down the ravine. I'm at the bottom of the stairs looking up at him, and he does the emote at me where he puts his arms out wide and just starts walking the few steps forward.
Oh yes, the Wellwood is it?
Yes.
It's really legendary.
From here,
Holy,
our
the
legendary
shitters
PvP
emote.
battle. He was playing
standing
a
up
miracle build.
stairs going like, I loved you. You don't remember.
He was playing a miracle build, and I was doing
So you killed him.
and I was doing a pyro build. Actually, so it was a pretty grueling fight. But one of the biggest things is that I forced him to have to roll off of the steps. He took just he was at the right height where he would actually not have too much of a recoil animation getting back up. But I immediately followed up with a plunging attack and downed him. And it was one of those things where we both were just having a laugh. And I'm like, all right, come on, let's go fight this boss, you loser. And he's like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, you can't say that. That's a harsh negative word.
But see, it was in the context of actually friendly competition. And that was definitely one of the biggest things.
There's no such thing as friendly competition. There's only equal competition.
Yeah, no, friendly.
My favorite bit of negativity is one day I was getting really tired of fucking just Call of Duty free for all, and I just started calling people Gabagoo Muncher. And then everybody just started, hey, you fucking eat a Gabagoo. It turned from really hostile to very pleasant very quickly.
Oh my god. Well, here. It is with all these wholesome stories, with our toxic stories and our advice on how to deal with toxic in gaming, that is where we're going to go ahead and call it for today's stream. Thank you everyone so much for tuning on in. It's been a pleasure having you all join us for today's Lich Lounge. If you guys enjoyed today's content and want to support what we do here, feel free to follow and subscribe on Twitch. For any more stream notifications, possible chance to participate in even content polls, follow my Twitter, check out the TikTok, and join the Undead Legion in Discord. And of course, for any VODs such as today's episode, check out the Lich YouTube channel. We hope you all have yourself a safe night, and I will see you tomorrow for Monday's D&D stream.
Woo! My group. We're the best.
Bye,
Hey, good.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Thanks for coming
Yo,
in.
your enemy's
Get the
first.
fuck
They
out.
cannot strike you. They're dead.